me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Meghann, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
Welcome to the day after Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Welcome.
How was your Mother's Day?
I had a perfect Mother's Day.
You did? What made it so perfect? Tell us all about it.
I just remembered why you wanted to bring this up and now. Okay, well, let me talk about the bad part first.
Oh, okay, yeah. I bet it was horrible.
It was my own fault, though, but I was... I overindulged in a little liquid libations. Is that
libations? Yep. On Friday night.
On Friday night. I have not been that hungover in a long time.
You were in rare form.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to witness it. I was not functional most of Saturday.
You also weren't very functional Friday night towards the end of the night.
Yeah, it was rough. I finally was able to sit up.
Oh gosh,
at about 11.
Yeah.
And then that was brief. And then at about 4, Kevin's like, we do need to get your car today. I was like, yeah, okay, let's go now. We can go right now. And my whole family was so great.
Yeah.
Penelope kept telling everybody, my mom's sick. I was like, great. That's exactly what we tell people.
Yep. Good cover.
Yeah. Sophie did say, are you sick? Or like, did you drink too much? And I was like, oh, no.
Hey now.
Oh, no.
That sucks when they get to be that age.
Yeah. This is where you got to start hiding your alcoholism better. But anyways, it's fine. She was very nice. Nora was very nice. Nora made me lunch.
Wow.
I know.
Were you able to keep it down? Not because Nora made it, but because of how hungry you were.
Yes, I was. It was actually what kind of turned everything around for me.
Good job, Nora.
At 2 o'clock, I was like, I can eat.
Wow,
and I've got to eat.
Really starting to sound like a country music song where your whole family takes care of the drunk.
It was really bad. It was really bad. And on the way, I was like waiting to feel real guilty. Like, oh man, Kevin's been doing so much work around the house and I have been laying all day. And I was like, hey, sorry. And he was like, it's fine. It's one night. I was like,
good.
Okay, cool. So then that made me feel better.
Good job, Kev.
Then Saturday night, I was fine. Pretty much. I didn't do much, but I was fine. And then Sunday, I woke up to breakfast in bed. I felt fine at this point, 100%. And, I got lots of sweet gifts from the kids.
Nice.
Went to lunch with our family and then came home and gardened.
That's really like a Mother's Day.
I know. And then I played video games because I'm a gamer now.
Oh, that's so weird to me, but yay. I guess that the ending to that is good for you.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, my Mother's Day was a little bit different.
Yeah. Please tell me every detail.
It was a little different. It was a little bit different. Well, first of all, I couldn't have asked for a better present. Those of you who are friends with me on Facebook have already gotten to see my most amazing present I've ever received in my life.
It's really, I am envious.
I will keep it forever.
Yeah.
So
frame it.
Oh, seriously, I should. I was laying in bed and Miles, of course, brought me in the beautiful gift that he made me, the flowers, at school. And then the, whole little thing that you write about the mom and how well you know her and everything. It was so sweet. And I loved it. And then we got up and the morning was getting started and Macy James said, but I want to get you a present. And then it was like a light bulb went off. She goes, oh, I got you a present. So of course I'm thinking, of course you did not give me a present.
Right.
You're 3 years old.
Right.
Okay. I'm expecting her to bring me one of her toys. And instead of a toy, she brings me a DVD of Booty Call. The most bootylicious edition, I think it said.
Yeah. Well, there can only be one.
No, there's 2 booty calls, apparently. This one was the even bootier one than the original one. And if you've never seen the cover of it, I'll have to put it on our on our Facebook because it is priceless. It is a picture of, I guess, the Dwayne brothers.
Yeah.
I think they're in it. And like this very voluptuous ass. It's covered. It's in jeans, but it's there. And they're both like peeking out from behind her butt. It's priceless.
And it says booty.
Booty, real big on it. And in all fairness, she does love to shake her booty.
Yeah, it's very fitting.
It is. And I got a big booty. So, there you go. It's like she really knows me. It was from the heart. But it was so unexpected. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this movie. It's out of context. What is going on? So I looked at Miles. Everybody else is asleep. It's just me, Macy, James, and Miles. I look over at Miles. I'm like, where did your sister get this? And he goes, oh, yeah, we got that at the creek last week. So apparently they went to the creek. Unbeknownst to me. We have a little creek down. They're not supposed to go there, but They were walking with a neighbor, so I guess it was fine. But they went to the creek and they found that. But also the neighbor they're walking with is like 80 years old, this older lady that they
She was
love.
like, yeah, your mom will love it.
They had to have shown her. And she's like, yeah, sure, take it home. I don't know. That's all strange to me, but we're not going to go into that. But they bring home this DVD. And Miles, the cutest part he goes, we were saving it for you because we knew you'd love it. And so I'm like, what? And he's so serious, genuine, not laughing. I'm dying on the inside. I said, well, okay, honey, but what made you think that I would love this? He goes, oh, it's got all your favorite colors on it. So all they see is a very colorful circle, like almost like an ornament. They don't know what a DVD is, and they don't know what bootylicious means, but it was perfect. It was the best gift I got all day, and I can say that wholeheartedly because
I'm so excited for you to tell this part.
Yeah, so that started, and then I got everybody up and ready and dressed to go to lunch with Mom. So we went, and that was lovely. And right before we left, James said, oh, God love this man. He said, hey, don't worry. Like, don't think I forgot about you this morning. Your Mother's Day is going to start right after lunch today. I was like, okay, like, what do you got planned? And so then he said, just make sure you pack up everybody's bathing suits.
Make sure you pack up everybody's bathing suits.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not split hairs, but make sure everybody has their Okay. In all fairness, we had a backpack to pack the night before to take them to like a splash pad that never happened. So he kind of said, is that backpack still packed up? So let me, I don't want to throw him real far under the bus because he's already under there pretty far. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, he said, is that backpack still packed? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, grab your suit too. And I was like, my suit? There's like nothing I can think of on Mother's Day unless we're driving to the beach. A reason why I would want my suit on Mother's Day. Right. So I looked at him, I said, what are we doing? And he did not want to tell me. He did not want to tell me at all. But I was like, I need to know. Like, there are some surprises I'm down for. This is not one of them. Yeah. Bathing suits. This is not how I saw my day going. So like, what are we doing? He's like, well, I got us. And he's so excited about it. Day passes for Big Splash. Oh my gosh. Which, for those of you who are not Kentuckians? Sure. Kentuckians. I don't know. Kentuckians. Yep, there it is. Kentucky/Indiana. There's a saying for that. Kentuckianians.
That's not it. That is not it.
You mean if I say it over and over again?
Kentuckiana, you can say Kentuckiana.
Oh, but you can't say Kentuckianians?
Correct. I mean, you can say it. It does sound
I'm going to say it. I'm going to coin that phrase. So anyway, if you live in Kentucky and Indiana, you know that Big Splash is like this very fun place down at French Lick. And it is, which also, that's a weird name, French Lick.
Yeah, it is weird. It's very dirty.
It is. It's a place in Indiana. They're very dirty there. I'm kidding, Indiana. Settle down. Jeez. Okay. Anyway. And it's like this big, huge indoor water park.
Yeah.
That kids love. Kids love indoor water parks. So yeah, that's, I was like one of those things where I just cocked my head like a dog does. Like, what? I don't the thought process.
Yeah.
Explain to me how on Mother's Day, that's what you saw me enjoying. Like, I mean, I know the man's met me. I complain about my children being around them all the time in a normal setting.
Yeah. If he were taking them and you had the day to yourself.
Well, he then suggested after he realized the like look on my face of like, what are you talking about? But then at that point, they've all heard it now and I'm there. So I'm like, I can't be that bitch that's like, I'm not going to this, like to the water park. They all want me to go now. And not to mention, there's a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, and neither of them are very good swimmers. So I'm like, I don't know what this water park is like. Does it have a wave pool? What are we talking here? I can't just send this man in there with 3 children, 2 of which cannot swim.
Yeah.
And trust that I'll still be a mother at the end. I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. So
yeah, that's not good.
Now, here's what I'm going to say.
Uh-huh.
That in hindsight, that was kind of a bratty moment that I had. Like it was a bratty moment. Like that was my reaction. I could tell he was deflated. And I was like, oh, get it together, Meghann. So I told him, I was like, don't worry, I'll be fine. Let me just get my mind wrapped back into the game. Let's do this. So we went and had a lovely lunch. Now I did falter once again, when I did not realize how far away Big Splash is, about an hour and like 45 minutes in, I'm like, oh, wow, this is a long trip.
Yeah. On a Sunday that you didn't get started till about 3:00.
Right. And we have a day pass and it closes at 7. So I'm like, how much should we pay for this day? Anyway, it's fine. Again, I faltered and then I was like, hey, listen, he did this thinking he was doing it for you. I don't know why, but he thought it would be amazing. So I was like, just act like it's amazing. And, you know, I was in it to win it, or I was faking it till I made it. And then sure enough, it turned out very, very fun.
Okay.
The kids all had a good time. And then I thought, oh, you know what? This is actually perfect. The kids are not in my house. They are very engaged. It was never once did I think anybody was going to drown.
Okay.
There were actually very fun slides that the kids could go down that I did not feel like they were going to die on. So I was like, oh, they're loving this. I can sit back. I can watch them. So it worked out fine.
Okay, good. This is where, you know how we talk all the time about how I'm a bigger bitch to my husband than you are to yours?
Mm-hmm.
I told Kevin, and I don't think I've seen him laugh that hard.
Oh, no.
I don't know. He was like, oh my gosh, does he know any Clem ever? And I was like,
No.
yeah, I would kill you. I would kill you. And he's like, oh, I know you would kill me. I wouldn't dream. I was like, yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. I am a huge softie, and he's got such a big heart that I really feel like his thought process, even though we didn't go into it, because I thought if you tell me your thought process and it's not this, then I will be pissed. But I thought, I bet he's thinking like on Mother's Day, you want to make memories with your kids. Fathers out there, that's not what we want.
No.
We make memories all the time.
Yeah, we want a day to not be a mother on Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day, we want to be pampered and we want gifts.
Oh, I want the gifts, yeah.
Gifts are nice.
And I like the breakfast in bed. I even like the snuggling in bed afterwards. And I'm not a big snuggler.
Yeah, no, that's lovely. All of that's lovely. But on that day, we don't want a lot of responsibility, like keeping a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old alive at the water park. We don't want to feel like the epitome of a mom. You know, I'm like in my swim dress out there and I'm like, oh, this is so great. You know, but I'm like looking around like, oh, there's a lot of other moms here and they've got to be feeling the same way I am right now. But it was fine. And I thought, you know what, quit being such a brat. Even though it's Mother's Day, a lot of people made you a mother. So enjoy their joy. So I tried to reframe it that way and it actually worked. And it was great. We had a lovely time. And then we ate at some Hawaiian restaurant, randomly enough, down at French Lick.
Okay.
And it was very good. And then we went home and didn't get home till like 10:30 on a school night, but it was fine. And we had a great, lovely day.
I'm so happy for you.
Yes, that I did not murder my husband. Yes, it was great.
Yeah. I'm happy that it wasn't me. I'm happy that it was you. I'm happy that you're still happy and that you love your husband.
Oh, me too. Me too. So happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
A little late, but to all of you fabulous mothers out there, I hope you never have to go to a water park again.
Yeah. Oh, the dream.
Right?
Oh, boy. That was a great story.
So I hear that you heard from Mindy, and we are still in good graces with Mindy after last week's.
Yes, while editing last week, the whole time I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I'm awful.
And you kept texting me, like, are you sure this is okay? Listen to make sure that I'm not too mean. I'm like, normally I'm the mean one. So yeah, I love that you're being the mean one.
But not about a dog.
Oh, I know. But it was comic relief. You know, it was like something sad, but comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that she responded because you did reach out, right? And
yes.
Just to make sure that you guys are still okay.
Yes. She responded a few days later. So I've been sweating, but yes.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear Mindy's still listening, I hope. And if nothing else, she's at least faked it well. But it reminded me of a story I wanted to tell you about how strong the mind can be during like that wake sleep moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that because we've been hearing so many stories about animals, and if you remember, like during that story last week, Mindy's story, we were talking about like our soul dogs that we lost.
Yeah.
Well, the other day, it was like very early in the morning, and I was like just waking up, and Arlo jumped up.
Are you about to tell me that Corley came and visited you?
Well, listen, Arlo jumped up. You know, like if you know, that dog is trained, lay still until she moves at a certain time in the morning, you know? And I must have moved in a way that he thought I was awake. So he his snout goes right in my ear. And in my sleep, but I woke up saying it, I said, Corley, stop.
Oh.
And I pushed away Arlo. And girl, I lay there. I was like, oh my gosh, that was weird. I was like, I just called Arlo. I woke up and I was like, I just called Arlo Corley. And then in like my sleepy whatever, I started laying there thinking, what if that was Corley? And then I just like pretended because I could still feel him next to me.
Yeah.
I was sobbing. I mean, like James, like, are you okay? Like, what? Like, what's going on? I'm like, I was just laying here pretending like Arlo was, like, which is such a weird thing to do.
Even that Corley. Oh, that Arlo was Corley.
Yeah, I was pretending Arlo was Corley, but I mean, I was like full on sobbing, and I have not grieved over her like that in so long. But it was such a sweet little moment because for like a few seconds, and I was totally using my imagination. I knew I was using my imagination, but I was like imagining like her little coarse hairs on her belly, and I would pet them. And I mean, I didn't want to open my eyes because I knew once I opened my eyes, it would be Arlo. But it was just this sweet little moment that I had to have like on my own because, ghosts don't exist. But it was so sweet.
It's almost like little Corley's spirit heard you say, that can't be true because Corley's never visited me. And she was like, oh, I'll come in here.
I don't think so. It was totally Arlo's snout snouting there. But
that seems very Corley-like.
It was very, very sweet. And for a moment, I thought, see?
You're going to have to stop. We're being attacked. I don't know.
And we're going to keep going for the record. But we're just once the noise is done. Once
we're
that noise is
if not professional, you should see my cord.
Some weird reason I thought you had an umbilical cord. It's like, ew. Still have your umbilical cord? And I thought, why are you bringing that up? That's a weird thing to talk about.
Oh, from our warm up.
Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
We're going to have to include our warm up
in the bloopers.
In the bloopers now.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm so glad you were not talking about your umbilical cord.
Oh, yeah.
For lots of reasons.
Yeah. No, thank you.
You all do know that Erin keeps it in a box.
I pet it at night.
Too far. There was the line and you jumped right over it. Okay. Anyway, that's false information. Even I do not want anybody to think Erin has her umbilical cord in a box. If you keep yours in the box, that's totally fine. But
no judgment.
No judgment.
A little bit of judgment.
But just making sure you know that Erin does not.
No, I do not.
So anyway, but I did think, I lay there. I mean, I cried and cried and cried. And then I was like, okay, Meghann, get it together. This dog has been dead for like 4, 5, 6 years. I don't even know. Long time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, bring it back home.
I think 4 years.
Okay, that sounds about right. But I did think this is how powerful the mind can be, because it was like I could trick myself into it feeling like her fur and everything.
I thought you were going to say, this is how powerful the mind can be, that you can shut it out so strong, even when you have such a clear little visit that you need.
It wasn't. It was just Arlo, like he does every morning. Anyway, it just made me think of bringing that up on the podcast, because it just proves that our imaginations are really strong.
It doesn't prove anything. It proves that you had a special moment.
It proves that I have a lot of love for that dog.
Yes.
Still today.
Okay, we can agree on that.
Perfect.
All right, well, I'm going to get us started today.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to read a story from Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
Mandy has written in before. Remember that big haul I got? I got all those people writing in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I owe Mandy a sticker. It's in the mail. Actually, it's not. It's sitting on my table right now.
I think it's right there. I see the thank you.
We're going to sign it tonight. I'm going to get it in the mail as soon as I make it to the post office, which that could be a month from now.
Yeah, but next year.
It's going to be in my car tonight.
Yeah, again, that could be next year.
No. I'll get it to my car.
Yeah, but it could be sitting in your car for a year.
Stay in my car.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
I want all expectations to stay low.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we live for.
Right. Hi, Erin and Meghann. I was so excited to hear my haunted house story. You asked about the reoccurring dream my daughter and I share.
Oh, yes. I remember this.
Yes. I've had the dream since I was in my early 20s, and the only people I've ever talked about it with were therapists.
Oh, wow. And us?
Oh, my gosh. Are we going to get inside information here?
Man, Mandy, thank you so much for trusting us.
I know.
I bet she didn't listen before she said
Yeah, she did, and she liked it.
Oh, okay.
I think she's about to tell us the dream, maybe.
Awesome.
I have struggled with anxiety, especially at night, for as long as I can remember. I had a lot of nightmares, which resulted in some unhealthy sleep patterns and a desperation to find anything that would give me a peaceful night's sleep. In 2001, my doctor wanted me to try this newish medication called Ambien.
Oh, well, that is...
Yeah, that's rough. We had a kindergartner teacher. I'm not going to give anything away.
A kindergarten teacher?
Yeah.
That makes it sound like the teacher was a kindergartner.
Okay.
That's the cutest little teacher in the whole world.
We had a kindergarten teacher who accidentally took Ambien instead of their vitamin in the morning.
No.
And then got to school. I don't know how.
Oh, no.
And we were like, what's happening with you right now? And they were like, I think I gotta go home.
Oh, no.
You absolutely need to go home.
Oh, no.
Luckily,
that's awful.
It was all covered before any children came, and they got home safely, and they were not the driver. But wow.
That's like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because if you stay up on Ambien.
Yeah. Crazy shit happens.
What I hear. I've never been on it. Y'all, I learned real fast that I can't take Ambien. Oh, no. Or any medication that works in the same way. Instead of sleeping, I stayed half awake and hallucinated.
Oh, no. That sounds like what I was doing.
Oh, no, it doesn't. This sounds horrible. And hallucinated people crawling out of my TV like in The Ring.
No, that is way worse than what I was going through.
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
I've suffered from sleep paralysis since I was a teenager, but never hallucinated anything until that night.
Oh, that's awful, Mandy. You should sue that psychiatrist that gave you that.
Scary. Well, they didn't know how they'd react.
Well, I don't care. Sue them anyway.
After that, I would dream about an almost faceless woman and would wake up unable to move with her next to my bed until I could move again.
Nope. That's horrible. That is a lawsuit right there.
And Meghann is your lawyer.
No, you don't want that.
I started working with a wonderful therapist who helped me identify that she was a symptom of sleep paralysis and knew when I dreamed about her that I wouldn't be able to move when I woke up.
Oh, weird. Okay, wait. A symptom from sleep paralysis.
So according to this therapist, which I love
this therapist. Okay.
I don't love
a doctor.
I don't love explaining it the way I understand it because it's very pro you. Basically,
listen, don't be anti me.
I'm anti this one belief of yours. Just this one.
Okay.
Basically, the therapist is saying it's your brain's way of telling you when you see her, you're not going to be able to move.
Yeah, kind of like what I said.
Your brain is going to show you the most terrifying image.
Yeah, it's going to create something terrifying. This is exactly what I said. It's almost like you could call me Dr. Mattingly now. It's fine. I mean, I'll respond.
Okay. But that feeling would go away quickly as I became more conscious. A few years ago, the woman started walking into the middle of the road during my dreams.
Ew.
The roads where I live have very few streetlights, and on a cloudy or moonless night, it is pitch black except for my headlights. In other words, very spooky. There were also quite a few wrecks on those winding dark streets. One night this winter, I was driving my 15-year-old daughter home from after-school practice. Before we turned onto the dark road, she said, "Mom, be extra careful. I dreamt about this woman on the road last night."
What?
And last time I dreamed about her, there was a bad wreck.
Oh, wow.
I asked about the woman, and she described her perfectly.
Oh, no.
Almost faceless, but with gaping black holes where her eyes should be.
God, that's horrible.
And a bloody slash for a mouth.
Oh, no.
Wearing an old, dirty nightgown. It just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
And moving like her joints bent backwards.
That's The Ring. You watched The Ring.
It's awful. I had dreamt about her the night before and the night before the last wreck.
Ew.
Sure enough, a police car and ambulance went flying past us toward a rolled over car in the exact same spot the woman had appeared in both our dreams.
What?
Oh my gosh. Thankfully, no one was killed or badly injured. Look, I don't mind getting subconscious or dreamed reminders to be careful on the road, but does she have to be so creepy?
Right. That's my question. Like, she seems to be doing a good thing.
Right. Maybe it's like, I need you to notice.
Yeah, like I have to be so terrifying. Maybe it's something in their minds that is unlocking itself, but it's got to be terrifying in order for it to happen.
Yeah. You sound like a believer. Thanks for reading.
I didn't say a ghost. I like how you did that. You just slipped that in there. Go ahead.
Thanks for reading. I love your podcast, Mandy.
Man, Mandy, that is so creepy.
Yeah.
But I did not mean a spirit.
Okay.
I meant like a sixth. That word sixth. It's so hard.
It's as hard as Mike.
Stop. Anyway, it's like a sixth sense of like, and I don't mean like in the movie, I see dead people. I mean like you have some sort of ability in your mind that has to do with your intuition that is linked in there somehow. But it's like your brain is trying so hard to get attention.
Yeah.
That it has to look terrifying for you to pay attention. I'm not saying spirit. I'm saying your mind.
Okay, but how does your mind and your daughter's mind have the exact same projection?
How do you and your daughter have the same exact facial features? Because you all have DNA that you share.
That seems weird.
I mean, it also seems like it could be some sort of thing that we've not discovered yet with our mind's eye.
I don't know. So spooky. So spooky.
Yeah, the whole like blood from mouth and like gaping eyes. Well, I mean, why couldn't you know what else would distract me? Like Goofy. Like a big animated, like, hey, don't go over there. And I'm like, oh, well, you are kind of creepy, but you're not that creepy. Like that, I would think, like my mind's eye, I hope goes that direction if I ever unlock this Sixth Sense. God, that word is horrible. It's like I've tried all my life not to have a lisp. And then when I say that word, I have to have a lisp. To say it.
Goofy, you wouldn't take seriously, though. You'd be like, I mean, goofy little cartoon.
I might go see a therapist if I'm like, I'm seeing Goofy and he's warning me about car wrecks and then they're happening.
Yeah.
What the hell's happening there?
Yeah. I don't know. That is so scary.
It is. But I guess like because it's a car wreck and maybe somebody getting hurt, it's got to be dark and kind of sinister, almost like there's something. It's not like I'm warning you that happier days are coming.
Yeah.
I'm warning you like you've got to pay attention. Something really bad could happen to you if you do not pay attention.
Right. Yeah. It makes me want to go back and listen to that episode. I think Vicky wrote it in, a story about
like,
the bus.
Familiar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a story and she was like, I know to not go fast down this road.
Because of that premonition.
Yeah.
It's like a premonition thing, but it does sound very similar to that story because didn't she see something kind of evil or demonic?
I don't remember. I got to go back and listen.
Making that up.
I don't know, but it's very scary.
It is. So I'm going to go a Sixth Sense.
Yeah. It would be weird enough if just Mandy had that dream and then there was a wreck, but they both did.
They both had both of those dreams. Like there were two dreams that it happened in, right?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah, because she was like, last time I had a dream. Like last time she dreamt about
like
that
they're
woman,
driving and she's like, last time. And then mom's like,
and then I had a dream last night. Yeah. So they're both having this dream twice. Over and over again, at least twice.
Wow. That's wild.
Ugh.
I want to know how many times it's happened. Has it only happened twice? And also, how about we do something about these roads?
Let's get some streetlights.
Yeah, something happening out there. That is wild. Be safe out there, Mandy.
Right. Ugh, so scary.
Yeah, very creepy.
All right. You're up.
Okay. Mandy, I'm not less excited about yours. Yours was wonderful, but I'm also very excited about our next author, Miss Cassie, the wonderful Cassie.
Yay, Cassie.
If you don't remember, Cassie is an extraordinary artist, a local artist.
Yeah.
And gifted us this beautiful derby print. It is fabulous. So, Cassie, she's mentioned before that she didn't have anything to write in.
Yeah.
And now something happened. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. So this is very recent.
Yeah, she teased it on our Facebook.
Well, later on she goes on to say, I actually sent this to, I thought you all, the day it happened. She's like, so somebody out there got my email.
Oh my gosh.
It said received.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But it wasn't us. Maybe it went to our junk mail somehow. But anyway, she's like, I guess it wasn't you all, but whoever got it got an earful. Okay, so here is her story, and I love her writing. It's just it's so professional. My Skeptical Sister, May 2nd, 2023.
Oh, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. The characters: a 130-year-old building.
Oh, okay.
A service technician. Mm-hmm. Me.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's
I was like, what kind of story are we getting into?
Service are we talking about here, Cassie?
I'm here to service your something.
Technician. Oh, that's weird. Took a turn I didn't see coming myself. Okay. Hold on. Let's take a sip of wine for that.
That'll help.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This started out as a fairly average day of my usual routine being disrupted, but otherwise a day like any other. Until it wasn't.
Uh-oh.
My internet connection has been wonky these last couple of months, so I finally called my provider to get it looked at. My appointment was mid-morning, so I set about doing some insanely boring tasks while waiting for the tech. I was listening to a newly discovered podcast. Now listen, Cassie, for a second here, I thought you were going to mention us, but no, it's fine.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
It's fine, but
just
also...
don't like them more.
I kind of want to listen to this podcast.
Oh, okay. Fine. Don't make it, don't sell it too much.
Okay. Everybody calm down. You can listen to more than one podcast a week.
That's true. That's fine.
The Ghost Story Guys.
Oh.
That's what their name is. The Ghost Story Guys. Episode 3 that had one of the guys explaining how ghosts become ghosts and what their role is in our lives, if any.
Oh,
I know. Okay. Doesn't that sound interesting?
Yeah.
As I was listening, I started worrying that the ghosts in my building might get upset because I'm planning on moving to a new building around the corner, which I definitely think is haunted. So the new building she's thinking is haunted.
But she already thinks the building she's in has ghosts.
Listen, Then I thought, well, that was a weird thought. There has never been any sign of any ghosts in my current location.
Huh.
So you know how when you like think something just like it's so normal and you're like, wait, I've never thought that thought before. Why would I
Right.
think this place is haunted?
Yeah.
Our building is one of two of the oldest buildings on the block, and we are surrounded by tons of history. Now, I'm imagining, I think I remember reading where her studio was. I feel like it's in old Louisville.
Yeah. Which was the coolest buildings.
Oh, it's so cool. And the way she explains this building and writes about this building, it definitely is a character in the story.
Yeah.
The building itself is 2 stories with a partial basement and a tunnel. Yep, a tunnel.
Oh my gosh.
And a hidden staircase and a secret room.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm thinking Underground Railroad, right? Something.
Yeah.
The building started its life as a professional office and retail on the first floor with a residence on top. As best we could tell, it was built to be a doctor's office, complete with an apothecary.
Oh.
I know. A lot of people in the neighborhood remember the meat market in the space next door. It seems very weird to have that next to a doctor's office, but whatever. I'm imagining way long time.
You get your checkup, then you go get
your meat butchered.
Yeah, your meat for the night.
Dirty as AF. Okay. When we first moved in, we found one surprise after another, but no hidden treasures and no ghosts.
Oh.
I opened my gallery in 2011 and stayed on the first floor for 9 years. I refer to her as she, and she pretty much is the boss. There aren't too many projects that are ever a simple fix. She is not a money pit. She is a jewel of a building who loves being made over, but also loves to test our commitment. Her favorite thing is to snap drill bits whenever we are trying to drill a hole. I love that. I love that they talk about her and, as if she really is alive.
Yeah.
I moved my gallery/studio up to the second floor in February 2020. Even though this space had not been a residence for over 30 years, it still retained the original floor plan of a second-story apartment, minus a bathtub and a full kitchen.
Oh, okay.
I know. I just would love to go see this building. You'd think with all this history that maybe, just maybe, there might be a spirit or two that would visit. But no, it's always been quiet. No strange noises, no weird happenings, not even one single goosebump raising chill in the air.
Oh, wow.
I have occasionally stayed overnight in the studio when my husband has been out of town, and still no hauntings, which I'm absolutely okay with. Just a quick side trip. I took a painting workshop years ago at Shaker Village. Our small group stayed in one of the houses, which are still very much authentic to the days the village was being used by the Shakers. I got some creepy vibes right away, but who doesn't in really old houses? That said, I was in an attic room by myself, and I only looked in the bathroom mirror one time while staying there, even though I requested that if there are any ghosts here, please do not use the mirror to show yourself. I completely freaked myself out the entire time I was there. A couple of other workshop attendees swore that they encountered spirits. So I agree, Meghann, we can completely psych ourselves out.
Sometimes, yes, sure.
What's funny is that I thought the whole reason Cassie was sharing that part was to say, like, I can get weird vibes in places, and I don't have any weird vibes in this house. But no, not at all. Cassie was like, I get you. Sometimes we weird ourselves out over nothing.
But not this time. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, here we go. Anyway, back to May 2nd, 2023. The tech arrived, a big, energetic fellow, probably in his 40s, super nice guy, a former active military fellow who was quite affable. He had one of those personalities that you just know everyone loves. Lots of life experiences, but easygoing. He probably has a lot of bragging rights, but you'd never know it by how humble he comes across. I love how Cassie just, observes people.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she didn't tell all this to him.
Right.
I'm going to be a little weird, Cassie. If you did, maybe just tame it. I'm kidding. But I just love that Cassie's can explain somebody so well.
Yeah.
So as I'm listening to him, he mentions he lives in a really old house in the next county over, and he's just upgraded the kitchen with a dishwasher, the first this old home had ever seen. Before I can stop myself, I ask, do you have any ghosts? I'm expecting him to go all Meghann on me, but no.
You're a verb now.
I know, right? Well, so are you. He Erin's up.
Oh, yay.
He Erin ups.
Yay.
And says, yes, a couple.
Oh.
I ask if he thinks they are confused about seeing a dishwasher. What a great question. If they're very old-timey, and this is the first dishwasher ever in this house. He jokes that they are pretty quiet, and he's not sure if they can make out this modern convenience. He goes on to say that he isn't bothered by them and tells people he doesn't worry about being possessed by them. And she goes,
wow.
Wait, what? Is that what ghosts do? No one has ever warned me about this. Anyway, he figures this ghost takes one look at him and just moves on to a less overworked body. I don't know what that means.
Well, you wouldn't want to possess somebody whose their body is tired.
But let me tell you, the way Cassie described him, I was not picturing a worked over body. I mean, I was picturing a body I could work over. I'm just saying. Tell me more. Okay. Anyway, all people are hot in my mind. I'm like, oh, I bet they're gorgeous. Okay. Especially with a good personality. Whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a dream. Okay. We moved from the secret room. Which I'm like, Cassie, your husband know you're in the secret room with this hot guy? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Cassie, I'm sure your husband knew. Okay. We moved from the secret room now that's all I can picture. Okay. Let me get it together. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I want to make so many jokes and that's ridiculous. Okay. We moved from the secret room where my router is kept to the basement to look at the connection coming into the building. I always have to warn people about the ceiling height. I mean, this is a tall guy. The ceiling height as we work our way down the steps. I'm rambling on. I'm explaining this building is 130 years old, and I mention that I don't think it's haunted. But if it is, it has ghosts that have been very good to leave me alone because I'm pretty tightly wound, especially around anything that gets in the way of my work. He starts explaining that ghosts are souls that don't really know that they aren't alive anymore. Almost exactly the explanation I'd heard that morning on the podcast. Cue Twilight Zone music here.
What if he's one of the hosts?
What if he's a ghost? Oh. And he just thinks he's talking to a lady of the house, but he died in the house as a serviceman.
Still working, just like in Sixth Senth.
Oh, that's horrible. That'd be awful.
Remember, he was a therapist.
Yeah, that's true.
A year later.
Mm-hmm. Cassie, did you just get this whole script off of Sixth Senth? I'm kidding. Or did you write
Haley Joel Osment?
I told him that I just listened to the same explanation this morning and added, I don't really think they are like guardian angels watching over people. I think it's like they have just unfinished business in the same location as me, but it's not really about me and that they are just here, if that is, there were actually any ghosts here. He said, yeah, sometimes they are just watching you. I quit. Yeah.
Cool.
Real
Thanks.
chill.
Thanks, buddy.
Real chill. I quipped, well, I have cats. I'm used to being stared at for no reason. He said, maybe it's because you have cats that they leave you alone.
Oh.
I kind of laughed and said, yeah, that could be. Then it got quiet for a second, and it dawned on me. I looked up at him, wide-eyed, and said, wait a second. Are you telling me I do have ghosts? Yep, at least 2.
Oh, my gosh.
So Serviceman has felt something since he's been there.
Oh, my gosh. What service can this man do at my house? Because I want him to come over for a few reasons.
I don't know, but I'll come over as well. I know that conversation.
You were not invited at the same time.
I laid eyes on him first in this story. Dibs.
I didn't know I had to say to you after, but I don't
want your sloppy seconds. That's horrible. Oh, good grief.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. In my mind, he comes to my house first.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Her last line is.
I just meant I would like. Oh, last line. Okay. Say the last line.
It was all internet speed discussions after that.
Oh, wow. Okay. I want him to come over, not for a dirty reason. I love my husband.
Yes.
But
fantasies are fine. It's fine.
Yeah. But I want him. I mean, he's like in tune
with a lot of things. I'm thinking the female body. Anyway, just kidding. I know. Well, maybe we could invite him to our cleansing.
Oh. No. It's next week.
Erin.
Next week. It's next week.
Oh my gosh. You should have seen her face right there. I was like, oh shit, that was tonight.
If you're listening right now, then it will be tonight on the 22nd.
Yeah. It would have already happened.
No. Because we're doing it on the 22nd and this is coming out that morning.
Tune in tonight
for our live stream at 9:15.
Oh man, my gosh, so funny. Both of our eyes are like, oh shit, we just both forgot. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and set an alarm.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's good to be professional like that.
Yeah.
So then she sends that one. I'm like, oh my gosh, the like O face. I don't know what else to call it. Like the oh my
Let's not say
gosh,
that.
like the really the like creeped out face.
Yeah, the
emoji
shock face.
Shock face. Well, his
Scared.
little mouth is like making no.
Scared face.
The scared face. Okay.
The O face. Do you not know what that is?
I know what the O face is, but like, when I saw his little face right there, I was like, his mouth's in the shape of a nose. It was anyway. Still thinking about that serviceman. So Cassie comes back and says, I sent this to the website email, or it went to someone else. And then she kind of sends the, the tongue out, laughing face.
Yeah.
Oh, these emojis need names. They're exhausting. I sent it to you because I could hear you reading it in my head as I wrote this.
Oh.
She's talking to me like she could hear me saying this out loud. I could hear Erin at the end saying, no, no, no. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that at all.
Right. And then an update that so far there has been no evidence that the internet guy unleashed the spirits, but I'm pretty sure my new location is haunted.
Oh, so we're going to get more. Sorry to take one for the team, but thanks for doing it.
That's right. And then Cassie goes on to say, I currently have 4 cats. That is exactly 2 less than the crazy cat lady criteria. I do think I need another cat for my new location, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
double if it's haunted and these cats are keeping it away, go for it.
Who knew that was a thing?
Right? Feel free to post the photo I put on your Facebook page to include any updates.
Yeah, that is a wild story. Oh my gosh, I want to talk to that man so much. Not. No, I'm moving on. Okay. I want to know, like,
what did he know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how Cassie just like sidesteps it, like wide-eyed, like, what the hell?
Right.
So tell me more about my internet connection. Because I would be like, wait, tell me everything. But I guess some people don't want to know.
Yeah.
Especially believers. Because being the skeptic would be like, okay, tell me about these 2 ghosts and tell me all about them.
Now, as a believer, I still would want to know everything.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's invite him over.
Tell me everything.
Oh, how's your internet? How can we get that cut out?
Just what wire do I have to go cut?
I don't know. Isn't it wireless? I don't fucking know how internet works.
I have no idea. It's magic.
So weird. Oh, it's like it is magic. That magic, I believe in it. I see it every day. Don't know how it works.
Well, there you go. So there are some things that you don't have to see how it works.
There's some things that have evidence that clearly are just voodoo, like the internet.
Or like ghosts. Okay.
Or like electricity in general. How the hell that shit happens either. Okay. So, Cassie, I think that this guy was fucking with you.
And definitely, even if I was going from a skeptic version. Yeah, I think he believes it.
Yeah, I think that he believes. And of course, like I always say, like an old home will set those vibes for some people. But you know, being the owner of this home, you don't have those vibes. You're there all the time.
Yeah.
But the same way when you went to that Shaker Village, it was like, wow, this is like history. So you feel that when you walk in, the same way he felt that when he walked in. So he's like, I bet there's 2 here.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that, but I think that's probably good that you're moving. But
into a
more haunted cats. But she's got the cats. She's still bringing the cats.
Getting another one. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So it felt good.
Yeah.
Either way, you're protected.
Who is that person in history? Here we go. I sound real smart right now. Like King Louis, somebody who believed that cats warded off evil spirits.
Oh, I don't know.
Ended up having, now look, nobody fact check this, and I'll sound so smart right now, but I'm pretty sure the story that I heard, at least it's parallel to this. Stephanie's going, oh my gosh, I know this whole story. It was not King Louis. It was, I don't know who it was, but anyway, it was somebody very important, very famous in history who decided that cats like ward off, or they're either good luck or they ward off evil spirits. So he brought cats to this island, but he only brought so many. So then they kind of incestually started procreating. That's how you can know it's this King Alexander, King Louis, all of those king names sound alike. But anyway, it's one of those king cats. Like it's a descendant from those cats.
Oh,
if it has 6 toes on its paws. Now I'm really doubting myself. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to share that irrelevant.
Did he live on the island, or he just was really concerned about that island's haunting?
No, that would be really weird.
That's a pretty weird story.
It might be totally made up. I maybe had a dream about something like that, and I just made that up. So anyway, I don't know. Again, don't fact check me. Just believe me. Okay. That should be my tagline in life. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
Anyway, so I'm just saying, I wonder what it is about cats that people think they ward off bad spirits. I don't believe that. I believe they are the bad spirit, but that's so sorry, Cassie. I love your cats. Your cats are the exception to the rule.
There you go.
Okay. And thank you so much for writing your story in.
Yes, I'm glad we got it.
It was a great mic drop at that end. Right. Oh yeah, that was a good story.
Yeah, man, we had 2 really good stories tonight.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job, everybody. Okay. So also, good job to me. I remembered fan favorite early tonight.
Look at you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take it. Okay. Because I think he kind of felt bad about Mother's Day debacle. He took the kids to baseball tonight, and I got to do kid-free grocery shopping.
Oh, nice.
That's how moms are. It's not like I got to hang out at home and watch TV. I felt so liberated by getting to grocery shop kid-free. It's fine. It's not the same as a water park with 3 kids. It's fine. Okay. Remember, I reframed it, and everything turned out great. Yeah. I got to keep reminding myself. Remember how you reframed it?
Continue to reframe.
In all my memories, I need to reframe. Okay. Tonight's fan favorite. This is one of those fans that I'm like, why have I not thought to ask Ashley?
Are you sure?
I'm sure, unless Ashley is lying to me.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked, have we asked you to be a fan favorite? And I definitely said we, not just me.
Okay.
And
I'm just shocked that we haven't yet.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Here, I'll read what I said.
Okay.
Ashley, lots of exclamation points because that's just who I am. So silly question here. Have I already asked you to be a fan favorite? If not, shame on me. And will you do me the honors? We want to thank you for all of your support for our little podcast. What can we advertise for you, my friend? And then I said, if I have already asked you, well, then take it as a compliment that I love you double. And Ashley said, haha, no, you haven't. And I would love to, although I feel like a bad fan because I miss half of your movie nights. I'm like, look, well, this is what I say. Don't feel bad. I mean, you keep paying for them. You know what? I feel like that laughing emoji, it's like, it makes me bulletproof.
You can say things.
I know, it makes me bulletproof. I'm like, right, girl, we're laughing together, right? You're laughing, I'm laughing, we're both laughing. Oh, aren't we? I hope so. Okay.
She's like, oh, shoot, I forgot that I'm still paying for that.
Right. Let me get right in that credit card and cancel that. And then, of course, I'm like, I'm totally kidding. Patreon or not, we are just so happy that you're a listener. Turns out she is actually a listener. It's always so weird when we have them. And getting to know you is a big bonus. And then asked what we could plug for. And she said, woof, that's a hard one. You like that? Woof.
Yeah, because woof. I bet it's going to be dog related.
Guess what it is? I'm going to go with your local humane society or animal shelter.
Yes.
So absolutely, we can definitely do that. And if you are looking for somewhere to donate this week, you can do an animal shelter that is local to your neck of the woods.
I'm not surprised at all. Ashley is a big dog person and goes on dog shows and stuff.
Yes.
It's very cool.
Yeah, and her dogs are gorgeous.
I know. Yeah, it's fun to keep up with them. All right. Well, thank you, Ashley, for being our fan favorite.
Yes, thank you, Ashley.
Thank you to our submitters of stories. They were so good and spooky tonight. Thank you for listening. And if you guys want to continue on with any bonus content, you could always join our Patreon. $3 a month gets you bonus content pretty much weekly. The first of the month, you get our Am I the Asshole? And the 15th of the month, you get the bloopers. And then you get little extra stuff sprinkled throughout. You get a magnet and a sticker. For $5 a month, you get all of that plus our movie night. And if you are listening on the 22nd, then you just missed May's movie night on Thursday. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. We don't know what we're watching yet, but
it was amazing.
But now today, we've watched it. It was so scary. And we had a blast. So do that. It's a lot of fun. You can find out this information on our website at www.myskepticalsister.com, where you can also write in. You can find out about merch. You can find out where to listen. You can find our P.O. Box. You can also write in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. Please rate, review, subscribe. If you all took a second to rate, review, subscribe, we would shoot up to the top.
Yeah, we would. We'd be famous.
We'd be doing so good. We'd be really up there.
Why y'all aren't doing that?
I know. We have so many people in our Facebook group. They do not all listen.
Look, if you know somebody, if you invited somebody to our Facebook group and they don't listen.
Yeah, start quizzing them. Start making them feel real guilty about it.
Yeah. Like, how often do you listen? I'm kidding. We're just glad they're there. We don't really care. It makes us look cool. New people come in, they're like, damn, they got like 900 people in their Facebook group. We're like, yeah, that's right. None of them listen. But we be looking cool.
We have 7 who listen on a regular basis. No, I'm just kidding. Shh. That's not true. We have more than that. And you can follow us on our socials, like our Facebook page, TikTok, Instagram. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much, and we will talk to you next week.
Bonsoir, on se vote. Demon. Nailed it.
La 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 la.
Is it the mic? Do you always have this
I usually
mic?
have this one.
I always thought you usually have the blue one.
No. I like the cord better on this one. So I always
Oh, the truth comes out. Okay.
I don't know why.
Why would you like the cord better, that one?
It just seems more professional.
It's you and I.
I know, but I like it.
You feel more professional. You're like,
Yeah.
It's like when you put your heels on to go.
Ugh, I don't do that anymore.
I know, but like when you used to, you're
Sure.
like, oh my gosh, I feel so professional. And then about 20 minutes into whatever venture you're in, you're like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I did not fart. Ellie's tail just whipped.
Sounded like a fart. It's weird. Boobs, they got a lot of power.
Oh, they do.
What's that? I'm like a broadcaster. Oh, okay.
Okay.
What you got again?
Cindy.
Okay.
How's the weather?
Well, Raj, it's doing great. I don't.
In my Raj.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I sound like Cindy.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
You'd think that let's try that again.
I'm loving it.
Just a quick side trip, which I love that. Let's go on. You know us. We love a good side trip.
Who,
I mean,
us?
Yeah, we like to trip. I mean, no.
Whoa.
Not trip, really. But for us, a little anchovy butter paste is like a trip.
Which I may have just had half a one.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, just a quarter of one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Ashley, lots of exclamation parts.
Paul. Balls.
Pars and parts.